Hello, Steve White, Steve RC9. Well, I stumbled across this film on Amazon. I had just watched Barbarian, which was really great, and I sort of wanted to do like a theme night of like people staying in Airbnbs or rentals. So I was looking for that sort of film, and there's actually quite a few of those horror movies. This one's called The Rental. The only real recognisable actor in it is Jeremy Allen White from The Bear. It's fairly basic, but it does have a really interesting end, and it's well done. The cinematography is good, the atmosphere is good, the direction, the writing, the characters do some stupid things, but they are established to be kind of stupid, so it kind of works. All seems fairly plausible. It's a fairly simple story. There's a couple who are looking at Airbnbs. They want to go somewhere nice to celebrate some business achievement. And actually, it's actually not the couple, I'm sorry, it's actually the two people working together who are wanting to set up something for this celebration. And it's actually the first sort of little twist, because you think they're a couple and then their partners show up and you find out they just work together. They're just very close. So they find this Airbnb. Now, the couple, one of them is white and one of them is not white, and she tries to book the rental, but she can't get it. Then he tries and he gets it. She thinks it's her last name because it's ethnic. The other guy, the brother of the white guy. He's like I said, he's a bit of a screw up. He's gone to jail. He doesn't have a great job. But the girlfriend, who is apparently brilliant, and we keep being told how brilliant she is, but we don't actually see any example of anything or any of the work they do. They all decide to go just as two couples to this place. So they get there, and the guy who shows up looks like a bit of a redneck. He initially makes a comment about what are you doing with these people to the only girl who isn't white, and it's like, wow, really? So she gets into him for that, and it's pretty frosty, and I'm like, oh no, he's going to come back with a whole bunch of rednecks and kill you all. I thought that's where the film was going. I'm like, in these horror films, you don't confront people about their issues, because they'll come back at you with, a group of rednecks and a gun. So he leaves, but he does promise to come back and drop off a telescope so they can look at the stars and stuff. Now, the Jeremy Allen White character has snuck his dog, little bulldog, in, and they're not supposed to have pets. So they have to kind of hide that. But they just go down to the beach, they do their thing. They plan to have a night taking drugs. One of the girls is like, I'm too tired, I'm going to sleep tonight, and you guys can, I'll party with you guys tomorrow night, just save enough for me to sort of make 2 nights out of it. Well, that's not going to work. Obviously, she's going to be full of energy the next day, and they're all going to be hungover and messed up from the drugs, because, they're not spring chickens anymore. And yeah, you can't do 2 nights in a row once you get past a certain age, and if you don't do it regularly, I think is what happens. I've never taken anything in my life. I just know from other people. So they do that, and the workmates end up hooking up, and then they find out there's cameras all through the house. So then they can't go to the police because they're scared of their partners finding out. And the cameras are really weirdly stuck in the shower heads, and I'm like, I stare at the shower head at least now and then in the shower. How can anyone miss them? They're not in the centre where the streams would hide them. They're right on the edge. Doesn't make any sense, but whatever. So they think it's this guy. So he comes back to drop off the telescope. The dog goes missing. They think he's taken the dog. They confront him. He's like, I like dogs. My brother has that rule because he manages the place for his brother who's rich, and he's fine with the dog. But the Jeremy Allen White character is an idiot, so he confronts him, and then the girl takes him off to show him the cameras and let him know that if they try and use the footage, on them, he's going to go to the police. They're going to go to the police if he tries to use the footage on them. He fights with her. The brother comes in to protect her, doesn't just hit him a couple of times, knocks him back into the bathtub and just beats the hell out of him and almost kills him. They pull him off, and they all go off and try and work out, how to... I still know what we did last summer of this thing, because they need to, hide this. And then the person who's apparently set up all the cameras, because it's not him, he comes in, and while the guy's unconscious in the bath, suffocates him with his hand. And then he starts stalking them. Now, they go to dump the body off a cliff. The white girl stays, and somehow the killer plays the footage of the affair. So she goes out to confront them. She runs off, hits a tree, calls the boyfriend. He goes after her. They both get killed. The other couple, they go looking for the equipment, the camera, the footage basically. They go underneath the building expecting to find like a control room, but they don't find anything. He gets killed. She's the last girl, but she still gets killed. And then we see the villain. We never see his face. He's wearing a mask. We see him then. The dog actually does some really good dog acting. Actually comes in, knows what this guy's about, and leaves. Very good dog acting. I was really impressed by the dog. And then we see this guy just going around inspections and going to houses, and he's putting cameras in all these houses, and he's watching all these people. You see all these people being watched, and the last shot is of him basically going from a closet out a bedroom door while someone's sleeping. So it was a nice, weird sort of ending where, you know, the baddie doesn't get unmasked and revealed and killed, and there is no final girl. Everyone dies, and you see this person he's just watching like just scores of people, and it's just really creepy, the idea that they're just somewhere out there watching you. It's actually quite good. So I enjoyed this one, and I'm glad I stumbled across it, and I'm really enjoying catching up on my sort of horror movies, because I've been missing a lot of movies because I don't really get streaming services. I have so many DVDs and Blu-rays that I haven't watched. It's going to take me years, but I already know what they all are. There's no surprises there, and I sort of am missing sort of the new films as they come out. So I'm glad I caught this and Barbarian and a few others. But yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this film, if you've seen it. If you haven't, I would see it, although I probably just ruined it. I don't understand people who watch reviews before they watch films, but some people do. But yeah, I'm going to go.